So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Trubisky finding a former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski. Hard. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Open man right side is Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check, Patriot!
It's Lauletta off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lauletta on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time Trubisky will throw. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week, and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Steps away to his left. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Lauletta, here we go on 4th. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Lauletta. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
To the air yet again, Lauletta eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Lauletta. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Lauletta from the 50. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Now look at 56. Look at
Here's Lauletta now on second. Forced out. No, ball without fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass. All the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
On 1st and goal, Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. Then the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta airing it out deep for Smith. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
No, bottle that fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterback.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Loletta drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Loletta to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself time.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
All right, now, lucky 56.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
Let's go.
these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Gotta go.
Back to throw. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now Lauletta. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Lauletta's going to throw it here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the whole
Line coach is frustrated.